a lot of people like to say that you should relax, chill around, have fun when you're a teenager. And I am one of the few people that disagree with that mindset. I think the teenagers are so important to build up your future life, to build up the skills that you will need when you become an adult. So I think wasting all your free, I don't mean you don't not be social at all. I don't, that's not what I mean. But like, what I mean by that is that when you become an adult, you basically, like, you officially, like, you won't be helped as much by adults because you're already one. When you become an adult, most likely your parents won't be like doing everything for you the way they do when you're still a kid, when you're still a teen. And even when you become a teen slowly, yeah, they start doing less and less and less for you. And as they should, your parents, wow, like they didn't come to earth to do everything for you for the rest of your life, of course not. So I think your teenage years are the years where you should build up the skills, slowly build a foundation of the life of your life that you will have when you are an adult. So I think you shouldn't waste those years. I think you should use them in the correct way. Because if you waste them, your adult years will be a lot harder. So I always like the videos about mindset because I think mindset and beliefs are definitely like the most important, like one of no, I think the most important part of like self-improvement. Because mindset and beliefs are what drive your actions in your day-to-day life. Mindset and beliefs are what lead you to do some random things in your day-to-day life, of course. So in this video, I'm gonna share with you 5 mindsets that have greatly helped me as a teenager, and I'm sure they will greatly help you, even if you're an adult. But I think as a teenager, it's hard to actually cultivate this mindset as a teenager. But when you do, your life in 10 years will be insane. So the first one is a growth mindset, and I'm sure you saw it coming. But the growth mindset is basically the mindset of thinking that I may not be good right now at this thing, but if I work on it for long enough, I will be in a few months, in a few years. And seeing that almost everything that you do is a skill that can be improved. When I first started recording videos, I wasn't that good. And even now, I'm not like the best at talking at the camera, but still, I've made great progress. I've improved greatly at the skill of recording videos. Same thing as like going to the gym or martial arts. In the beginning, you of course won't be good, but if you do it for long enough and you work hard enough on those skills, you will eventually become good at them. So you have to cultivate this mindset of, yeah, no matter what it is, no matter how hard it is or how bad I am at it right now, I can greatly improve at it in the future if I do it for long enough, if I endure for long enough. And especially because in the beginning, when you're bad at something, you tend to not like it. I didn't like recording videos in the first few months because I was absolutely trash at it. I hated recording videos. I was horrible at it. I, I was like very awkward, talking a little bit like a robot, not really like getting my personality across. I had like I would look like this at the camera and just speak. Don't really change my facial expression. Don't really change my tone when saying different things. I would stutter a lot. Not stuttering wasn't such a problem for me at the time, but there were so many things I was bad at. And we humans, we usually don't like the things we're bad at. I think having the growth mindset helps you think, yeah, I may not like it because I'm bad at it, but why not stick with it until I become okay at it? Not necessarily good, but until I become okay at it to see if I like it then. And of course, you can see if you truly hate an activity, yeah, then why bother? If you find it really useless, why bother? But of course, You can see if there's you can always see if there's like the possibility for you to enjoy it more in the future when you get better at it. But everything is a skill. Learning is a skill. Focusing is a skill. Training is a skill. And like training failure is a skill. Recording videos and speaking on camera is a skill. Scripting videos is a skill. Speaking to people is a skill. Social skills. Social skills. That's why it's called like that. So you get improved charisma is a skill. Confidence is a skill. And when you see things like that, you're kind of like, oh. So it's like kind of like life is kind of like a video game. You can level up your character, and there's like literally no limit. There's literally like almost on a lot of skills, there's literally like no limit to how high you can get. Leadership is a skill. Like so many things are skills. And when you see things like that, you're kind of like thinking, yeah, I'm trash at this skill, but I could level it up. I could level up my social skills so I can have better friends and be more charismatic. I could level up my confidence so I'm less stressed, anxious, and stiff in social situations. I think growth mindset is like maybe it's like the most important mindset to improve, because if you don't have a growth mindset, you won't be able to improve yourself in the first place. The next mindset is it won't matter in 10 years. Most things that seem so embarrassing, so hard, so frustrating right now, they're most likely like they won't matter in most likely even just 2 months from now, 1 month from now, and for a lot of things, just 3 weeks from now. And when you expand the time horizon, like if you expand far enough, they won't matter anymore. Right now, they may seem like such big, embarrassing, frustrating, like anxiety inducing. But in a few years, you won't even have, like, you will totally stop thinking about it. It won't even cross your mind anymore. And I think this mindset relieves a lot of, like, anxiousness I have for some certain things. Certain things that will happen in the close future. When I feel anxious about it, just thinking about this, thinking about, yeah, 1 year from now, will this matter? No. And this is my I got from Alex Hormozy, and I just think it's a very powerful one to like eliminate and come and like fight against anxiety. It can also help with things like depression, but anxiety, it's helped me most against like anxiety inducing events. Just expand the time horizon by far enough, and you just see, yeah, this is irrelevant. This will be irrelevant in literally 1 week. 1 week from now, it will be totally irrelevant. I remember there was something embarrassing that I did in school yesterday. It wasn't like so embarrassing to create, like it wasn't crazy embarrassing, but I raised my hand to answer a question. Now I answered it pretty well, but then the teacher kept asking more questions about it to like test me to see if I truly understand anything. And the first question he asked, I answered well, but then the third question he asked, I was totally lost. I kind of felt embarrassing because I was silent, so I kind of say, yeah, answer, but I couldn't. So he picked someone else, and that person answered for me. And it was pretty embarrassing because I just felt so lost. And I instantly felt like myself being less confident. Probably my testosterone probably went down. And I was kind of like, I wished like school ended as fast as possible so I could go home. But then I realized, will it matter? Like, would I even think about this 1 week from now, 3 days from now? And I was like, fuck no. And it greatly helped. The third mindset is a delayed gratification mindset. It's realizing the things that you have to do, that you know you need to do, that you know are difficult, are uncomfortable. So right now, I think as you can see, you can probably see it. I'm in the dark right now. I have a light turned on right here, but it's dark outside. Why is it dark outside? Because it's 5 a.m. and I've been working since 4 a.m. That's why it's so dark. Did I necessarily feel like doing all this? Not necessarily. I didn't necessarily feel like waking up and do the hard work so early in the day. I didn't necessarily feel like wake up at 4 a.m. and take a cold shower or working on videos. I didn't necessarily feel like doing all those things. But I know why I'm doing them. I know in the future this video might genuinely be life, like change a teenager's life. This video might genuinely skyrocket the growth of my channel and help me with my selfish goals. But it might also change, like, it might get so popular and change like thousands of lives, change the mindset and beliefs of thousands of young men and change the trajectory of their lives. It doesn't necessarily feel good right now, but it will make me better and my life better in the future. I will work out at around 6:30. I will start my workout, and that workout's gonna be pretty hard. It's gonna be strength training and running. I'll start up with a run, a 2.5 kilometer run, and I'm gonna do some strength training. Then I'm gonna go some shadow boxing for like 40 minutes at 4 rounds of 10 minutes with 1 minute break in between. And that's like, if you know what shadow boxing is, it's hard mentally. It's not like grueling physically, of course, but mentally it is hard because it can get boring very fast. It can get boring very, very fast. And not only boring, it's just like it seems like such a grueling task for doing shadow boxing for such a long time. If you know it, you know that after just 5 minutes of shadow boxing, it's already pretty hard mentally. But doing it will help callous my mind. It will help me become a better martial artist. It will help me become stronger physically through strength training. The run is going to help improve my cardio. Even the shadow boxing is going to help improve my cardio in the future. It's going to be uncomfortable right now. Of course it's going to be. But it's going to make me a better person, stronger person in the future. Stronger body, stronger mind. So you need to realize, yeah, you can do some fun stuff, right? Like very stimulating stuff right now. And it's not like those things aren't fun. I like my workouts are hard, but I like doing them actually. I like my workouts. Recording this video, it's kind of like a little bit draining mentally, of course, but I enjoy it. That's why I'm doing this work. I'm not doing this work just because I look forward to the future. Of course, it's one of the reasons why I'm doing it, because I know the results it's going to give me in the future, but I also enjoy doing it. So it's not like the hard work or some things like I hate it, but I have to do it for the future. I hate it. No, it's more like it's difficult, it's uncomfortable. I kind of like it, but yeah, it's still hard and it's uncomfortable. But I also know why I'm doing it. I also know the goals that's going to help me achieve. And the reverse works too. There are some things that are very stimulating right now, but they make your life worse in the future. Watching some BS on YouTube, playing video games, eating shitty junk food, taking drugs, watching movies. Those things are very fun and stimulating right now, but they make your life worse in the future. They make your attention span worse. They make you literally a little bit retarded mentally. Like, I'm sorry to say that, but they do. They make you less confident. You know you could have used the time, like it's a waste of time because you could have used that time in a lot more productive, better way. It fucks up your dopamine receptors, making you effectively less happy in general. So many downsides, but it's very stimulating right now. It's kind of fun right now. But in the long run, it makes your life worse. The fourth mindset is a gratitude mindset. I used to be a very ungrateful kid. For the first 14 years of my life, I would say even 15, I never said thank you to my mom when she cooked a meal for me. I just took it, went into my room and ate it. And it's only last year that when I read the book How to Win Friends and Influence People, and he said it's called, I think the chapter is called Praise. It's about praise, praising people for the things they do. And that's when I realized I've never said thank you to my mom when she cooked a meal for me. And on the same day, that same day, I just said thank you. Thank you for this amazing meal. It seems like it looks very tasty. And I just saw that smile on her face and I was like, yeah, this is worth it. And since then, I've always said thank you to my mom for the meal she cooked for me. Since then, no matter who it was, when I got a meal from someone, I said thank you. And not only meals, for even the smallest things, I would just say thank you to that person. As a kid, it's so easy to take the things your parents do for you for granted because I've been doing it for years. The fact that I've been doing it for years makes it like it makes it even more like how should I say it? Because I've been doing it for so long, it's why they deserve a thank you even more. If we're doing so consistently for you, that's become their routine. So even though it seems so hard, just be grateful. It's not that hard to do. You just have to say thank you for the small things I do for you. Just a quick thank you. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. It will take you a long way. The last mindset is be a lifelong student, even outside of school. So at a young age like that, a lot of people develop, like especially when you're becoming a teen, when you're becoming a little bit older. A lot of people develop a big ego. They start thinking that they've done something. But as a young kid, you don't know anything. I don't know anything. Often I've started thinking that I know a lot, but I'm still so ignorant. And I will be ignorant for the rest of my life. And that's why I will keep learning consistently until the day I die. And when I say learning, I don't mean just learning for school or in school. I mean reading books on topics that interest you, preparing for life by learning from people that have achieved things that you would like to achieve yourself. Maybe learning about you've entered in a certain business and you read some books about that business and you implement those things in that book. But just realize that, yeah, you still have a long way to go and you won't be able to get there just by yourself. So you can just learn about the resources that have been left to you by all those smart, successful people. All those things are there for you to just take them. All those resources, all that knowledge. There's so many books out there, so many informational podcasts out there that you can learn from. So you just have to sit down, find things that you find interesting, and learn from them. Because you yourself, you're not that smart. You're not as smart as you think you are. I'm not as smart as I think I am. I don't have the knowledge. Like my brain currently doesn't have the knowledge to get me to where I want to be in life. So that's why I keep learning. And to keep growing, you have to keep learning. Self-improvement is just the fact of just learning some things and implementing them. That's just how it works. So learning it has a bad rap in the space, but learning is such an important habit. Like if not the most important habit of self-improvement, learning. Because if you would never learn, you would never have taken any action. If I'd never learned, I would have never been on self-improvement in the first place. So yeah, that's it for the video. If you're interested in my discipline program, then click the first link in the description so you can see if you're good fit for it. Don't want reference comfort. Chase it.